From the tennis section, on the last update date, Carlos Alcaraz won titles at Buenos Aires and Indian Wells in 2023, losing just one of his 15 games. If someone outside of the tennis world forgot about Carlos Alcaraz after being injured for a few months, the Spaniard quickly reminded them of his precocious talent. The 19-year-old US Open champion is back on the court, giving his best and coming back as world number one. But if Alcaraz fails to defend Miami title and 1,000 qualifying points that came with win in these 2 weeks, 35-year-old Serb will again be surpassed by Novak Djokovic at top of world rankings. Even if he doesn't play in Florida, their duel for ATP peak, calculated from points accumulated over the previous 52 weeks, will continue in coming months. And Alcaraz's dominance as it swept the prestigious Indian Wells title last week sparked thoughts of a provocative fight with Djokovic for the sport's top awards in 2023. Novak is one of the best players in the world. That's clear. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, said Alcaraz. I would like to play against him more times. For now, Alcaraz, and the rest of us, has to wait a little longer. On-court fight must wait until ground. The battle between Alcaraz and Djokovic is frustratingly unfolding, with neither taking part in major tournaments, and the duo has little chance of going head-to-toe on the pitch. When Djokovic pushed aside a group of young rivals to win a record-equaling 22nd Grand Slam title in men at the Australian Open, it raised obvious questions as to why next generation couldn't stop him. Djokovic was whimsical in brilliance, showing all aspects of his greatness, technique, athleticism, mentality, on way to another victory at Melbourne. If Alcaraz, who suffered a knee injury, had played, things might have been different. Still, things could have been different if Djokovic had played at the US Open and Indian Wells. Djokovic is still not allowed to enter the US as he has no COVID-19 vaccine, so he is missing in Miami as well. Djokovic and Alcaraz have only met once on pitch, and Spaniard won semi-finals at Madrid Open last year. Congratulations to Alcaraz. It definitely deserves a return to number one, Djokovic told CNN this week. It's pity I can't play in Indian Wells and Miami. I've had a lot of success there. But it's conscious decision. Djokovic will return to tour in Monte Carlo next month, and if the duo stays in shape and form, there could be some appetizing showdowns between duo on European clay courts. You can enjoy it at French Open if you include the long-ruling king of clay, Rafael Nadal, who has been injured since Australian Open. I want them to play in every tournament and I hope we get them back soon. Alcaraz continues where it left off. Alcaraz hit sports mainstream when he won the US Open title in September and became youngest men's world number one in history. His momentum was stalled by a torn abs that ended the 2022 season, followed by trouble that left him out of the season opening major in Australia. Alcaraz has picked up where it left off since returning to the ATP Tour last month, playing fearless tennis brand that continues to win applause and fans. Alcaraz won 2 of the 3 tournaments it played, while losing to British Cameron Norrie in final in Rio de Janeiro. I have no doubts about my shots. I feel really comfortable on the court. I really trust every shot I make, said Alcaraz. So I'm playing at a great level, because I don't care if I miss. I try to hit 100% on every shot and I have no doubts. Alcaraz has already won the hearts of many young tennis fans and is expected to be well supported in Miami by the city's large Spanish-speaking community. The devastating demeanor in which he smashed old world number 1 Daniil Medvedev to win at Indian Wells was a particularly powerful statement. Medvedev made it to finals after a 19-game 3 champion streak. But even the Russian known as human backboard for his defensive skills, couldn't stop Alcaraz from finding a way out. Baseline. The aggressive return produced grueling winners and pushed Medvedev deep into the field, allowing Alcaraz to use his dexterous dexterity to deliver more penalties on the net. The quality of Alcaraz's all-round performance has led American legend Chris Evert to declare that he has no weaknesses. "I always say you can improve things a little bit more," Alcaraz said after arriving in Miami. "You have to improve. You have to get better every day. That's why the big players, like the Big Three, got a little better every day throughout their careers."